Greetings everyone, hope you're keeping well out there. As I'm sure you all know by now, my name is Alex and today we are checking this out, which is in fact the Easysmx wireless gaming controller. Now when it comes to computer games, I love them as much as everyone else. I've even got a few downloaded onto my personal computer. But unfortunately, for some reason, I simply can't grasp the concept of trying to play a game using only my computer's keyboard. That's where this gaming controller will hopefully help me out, and I can finally say goodbye to the days of me struggling to play games using only the keyboard to try and control my character. So that is what we're going to be testing out today. So we're going to start off with the usual quick unboxing, and then we are going to test it out. So let's take a look at this packaging then. Well, it is just all cardboard, but I think the minimalist design actually makes it look quite cool. There's no specifications or anything around the back or sides, but there is some contact information for the actual company themselves, and there's a little QR code here as well that states, follow us now and get 20% off your next order. I'm happy with that. To open it, well, the box lifts up like so, and straight away you are greeted with the actual controller. Let's get this out of here then. So that is the controller in a bit of plastic protection, and what is that? Oh, it's the wireless dongle. We've also got a little micro USB charging cable, and then of course the game controller instruction booklet there too. But we don't need that, so we get rid of that, and of course we don't need this either. Let's take a little look at this then. Well, to begin with, it's very obvious that it is modelled off the very popular Microsoft controllers, but I must admit, it feels a lot better than I thought it would. I honestly thought it was going to be very cheaply made and have a very cheap plasticky feel about it, but if I was to be holding that for a very long time, I think that's going to be extremely comfortable. In terms of the casing, well, this is just all plastic. I think even these two joysticks are plastic as well. I mean, I know for a fact they're not rubber, but there is some rubber coating around the sides here, and that actually works quite well in making sure you've got a good grip on your controller. To charge it up, well, there is the micro USB input, so I presume you just literally plug that into your PC or laptop, and it apparently takes around 2 hours to do a complete charge, but from that charge you should get around 8 hours gameplay. But in terms of first impressions, it really does feel very well made. So hopefully once we connect it up and start actually playing some games, it'll work very well there too. And this here is the wireless dongle. And you know what? I quite like that. I mean, it's fairly small. It is all just made of plastic, but I do like the design where you can actually see the circuitry on the inside. That's quite cool. And finally we come to the game controller user manual, which is multi-language. Let's just see if there's anything else worth mentioning. Well, for starters, you can use this controller with your PlayStation 3. Obviously you can connect it to your PC, but look at this, I didn't even know that. You can connect it to your Android smartphone or tablet. Wow! And we've got a list of specifications here, so let's have a quick look. We've got, for example, the connection is 2.4 GHz wireless technology. The operating range is around 10 meters. I mean, I don't know why you'd be sitting that far away from your telly, but still, I suppose it's a good thing to have. Like just mentioned, it works on PC, Android, and of course your PlayStation 3. Oh, and it does vibrate. Well, I didn't know that, but that's a great feature. Required operating systems, well, that's quite important. So in order for this controller to work, you must have either of the following: Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10. The PlayStation 3, it should just work fine. And then on for smartphones or smart tablets, it must have Android 4.0 or above. Now, the one thing I've noticed that it hasn't mentioned is Windows Vista. You know, that classic infamous software. So if it's not mentioned there, it must mean it doesn't work with it. And finally we come to the product dimensions and weight. So this pad comes in at 15.3 by 10.6 by 6.2 centimeters, and then as for the actual weight, well, that comes in at a nice and low 315 grams. So we've checked out the pad, we've checked out the little wireless dongle, and of course we've gotten through some specifications. So now it's time for the main event, which is of course setting all this up and trying it out. So as you can now see, we are all set up and pretty much ready to go. Now, to set up the pad, it is very simple. You literally just plug in the wireless dongle into your USB port, and then you press and hold the center button. Don't just press it like I did and expect something to happen. You press and hold it. So here we go. If I just do this now, and then it vibrates, and that means you know it is actually connected. Now we're going to try out this pad on a few different platforms just to see how well it works in terms of compatibility. So for example, this here is the Forza Horizon 4 demo actually on the PC itself. And then I've got a classic game emulator, so it'd be good to see if it works with that too. And then finally, the most popular platform out there at the moment, which is probably Steam, we're going to try it out with that as well. So this is the game then, so let's just press some buttons and see how responsive they are. So we're going to try and change the view, and it works. Nice and fast, very responsive. That's cool then. So this one is to change the view of the actual car as well if you want to look around. Again, that little control stick is very responsive. Turn left, turn right. Yep, that's all working fine too. So now let us try and actually race and see if I can catch up someone and hopefully do quite well. Here we go. The accelerator is working nicely. Now I'm not the best at this game, please don't think that I am. It won't be the control's fault if I crash a lot, it will just be me. Ugh. Okay then, well, I survived. Let's overtake these ones. Out my way, suckers! Out my way! Whoa, come on! In terms of how the control pad is responding though, it's doing really, really well. I mean, there's no lag. It's just like playing on your Xbox or PlayStation. And I really do like it. I've loaded up the classic Star Fox on the Super Nintendo back in the day. So hopefully this will... It does work. It does. It's actually responding. Okay then. Yes. I'll save you, don't worry. Somewhere. Where have you gone? There you go. Mind your business, I just saved your life. No pleasing some people, is there? Ugh. Really? No. Oh man. Dead. And finally, the last demonstration I'd like to show you is of course on the Steam platform, and the game I've chosen here is called Payday 2. Now I know the control pad does already work because I've gone through the options and of course selected a mission. So let's just see how easy it is to control during the mission. Now please remember, I've never played this game before, so expect to see me die quite a few times. Yep, don't mind me, I'm just in the bank, just getting my suitcase. Oh no, I've been detected. Right. Shoot! How if I knew what the actual buttons were? Hey! It's okay, peeps. I was just testing out the bank security. Whoops, sorry. Hey! You there! Oh man. That told him. Hey! Why would he try and shoot me? Again though, these controls are all working fine. I mean, there's no problems whatsoever. I'm just walking around, not really knowing what I'm supposed to be doing. Apparently I'm meant to get a drill bit now, so that's what I'm looking for. But there's policemen all over the place because I was detected. But yeah, in terms of the responsiveness of the controls, all going well. I'm still enjoying the gameplay, even though like I said, I have no clue what to do. Run! Run! Get in the window! Yeah! It's awesome! Well, you saw it yourself. We tried out this control pad on a few various platforms, including Steam. We tried it with an emulator, and of course we tried it with my actual PC itself, and it all worked absolutely fine. It really did. The control pad itself feels very comfortable in my hands. I mean, it's not too big, it's not too bulky, it's not too heavy, but obviously that is because it is inspired by a very similar Xbox controller. And then finally, of course, you've got when using it, the gameplay itself, it's very smooth, there's no lag, there's no problems with the actual controls, they all work flawlessly, and it just is really a great control pad. So maybe if you are someone out there who is looking for an additional controller, whether it be for your console, your PC or your laptop, then yeah, I'd highly recommend one of these. It looks great, it's affordable, but most importantly, it just works really well. Now, of course, as usual, before I go, if you've got any questions or comments or even thoughts that you'd like to tell me about the Easysmx wireless gaming controller, then you know what to do. Put them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Not forgetting, if you enjoyed this video and you like tech, then please show your appreciation by giving this video a fantastic thumbs up, and don't forget to hit me up on that classic subscribe button. But until next time, thank you once again for watching, and I'll hopefully see you at some point very soon. Thank you.